pool as well. It's not really been scrappy, it's been very clinical. Looked at ease in pretty much all his matches.
Going to make a statement here, Cole. I don't know whether you agree or not, and I don't know whether it's just perception, but I think over the course of the 2 days, as players gone on, to me the pockets seem to be, if anything, tightening up even more than they were at the start.
Yeah, these tables are getting a lot of pool played on them, let's not forget. Match after match after match. So that shine, that slide of the cloth kind of vanishes away and the old pocket shims up. Didn't quite hit the edge of that 4 ball how he wanted. He was trying to get the 1 ball further over to the left of the table.
On slick, fast cloths like this, delicate safeties are always quite troublesome to judge. The good thing there for Kaci, he had 3 balls to hide behind. Nevertheless, I think he's done a pretty good job. Ouschan had plenty of balls to hide behind also, but he's found the middle of them and a clear gap through to the 1.
Kaci's got a fancy pot in this into the top left, spinning the cue ball round into the middle of the table. Nicely done. Looks like the 4 ball, the pink 4, will pass that green 6 into the right corner. If it does, this is a nice opportunity for Kaci.
A welcome relief on table 2 for Oliver Szolnocki. He takes the opening rack of his latest match against Naoki Oi. There you see that suspended animation almost down on the shot, and he remains there for quite some time. That's not just a one-off, it's a regular thing. Look at this. So he's there, he's made the address. No haste, but also far from perfect position.
Well, he's played that with the wrong side, but it looked like that shot needed a little bit of left. It looked like on delivery of the cue, he put a little bit of right spin on that ball. So he's left himself a tester. One thing Kaci does do is he stays very still. Didn't go in clean, but the pace helped that ball go in We have seen a few of those stay up. So it's still sliding in a little bit. The 8-ball looks really deep in the pocket, so he's going to want the cue ball on the top rail. That's perfect. Now he can just play off the edge of this 8-ball anywhere over either side of the table, really. It's up to him. Yep, that's all right.
As it stands, we have 3 undefeated players in the Predator Q's Premier League pool. Eklent Kaci more than capable of spoiling one of those records. He leads Albin Ouschan by a frame to 0. Let's just take a quick look over onto table 2. Things have been going badly for Oliver Szolnocki. But of course, once you turn the tide, everything seems just a little more optimistic.
Extension, please.
Yeah, Oliver got off to a good start as well, didn't he, on day 1? Since then, it's all gone a little bit wrong. But things can soon change. Just a few wins can get you back in the game.
This is Szolnocki's 7th match, though. So has to start getting into gear.
Extension
Won his
call.
first 2, lost his next 4. As for Naoki Oi, who finds himself in a spot of bother here. Well escaped, but the 2 is on. As for Oi, well, a win in this match would put him in a pretty healthy position with 4 points. We'll keep you informed as always. Now, though, back to table 1.
Cue ball's close, and it's gone. That is a horrible feeling as a pool player.
Start the clock.
When you see the cue ball get kicked, you just know it's going to go in the pocket. Nothing worse off the break shot. There really isn't.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate because he did what he wanted to do, which was to stop the cue ball in mid-table. With all of that spin, then of course his plan was scuppered.
Needs a little bit of an angle on this red 3 because you've got to get the cue ball back out into the middle of the table. Phil Yates is just going to step outside the com box for a little while because we've got a guest who's joined us. It's none other than Kelly Fisher. Kelly stole that one off Max there.
I did. Happy to get that under my belt after losing 5-4 to Shane, really. So, yeah, I felt comfortable all the way. It was a funny little match, though. It really was. There were some twists and turns, but yeah, what can I say?
Well, you're still going, aren't you? Yeah.
There's life in the old dog yet.
Extension code.
Let's not forget I backed you to qualify.
I know, you keep telling me that. Like, it's not doing me any harm right now. I'll keep taking it.
No, it seems to be working. Albin missed that 3 in the side there. Had a bit of a mare. That's why Kaci's back at the table.
I'm right in saying Albin hasn't lost a match yet. Is that right?
He's not lost a match, and early today he went to the cinema to watch a movie.
Yeah, Max was telling me that. They went to the cinema, the two of them. Bless.
Oh, a little Valentine's date there.
Bless. I actually went for lunch myself, and as I was coming back, I saw the pair of them toddling over there, so...
With the holding hands?
No. Better not start any rumours.
So this 5-ball obviously passes the 9. Of course, this match is more important for Kaci than Albin.
How's Kaci been getting on? I mean, how did he, in his last match, did he win that? Or?
Are you trying to stitch me up?
No, I'm not. I'm just wondering if you know.
That's Phil and Michael's job,
is
that.
Yeah.
And he's took all the paperwork, so he's probably stitched us up, hasn't he, Phil?
Well. Let's assume he won it.
Well, I definitely know that it's definitely more important for Kaci this match. Kaci lost to Omar 5-4. The sheet's right in front of me, Kel.
There we go. I knew it was a close one. I couldn't remember who'd won. Omar's having a little bit of a mare as well, isn't he? This event is.
Yeah, also Kaci lost earlier on today to your good self, Kelly.
Indeed, yeah. My break was awesome in that one, but anyway, back to the table.
Yeah, back to the table. I think we're going to get a little look at this missed 6-ball again. What do you think about this, Kelly? What were you thinking sat in your chair?
Oh, I'm thinking it's game over. You're just hoping and praying at that point, aren't you? Something goes wrong, but what can go wrong, you think? And then he's missed that with a second one like that, same pocket.
I don't know why he hit it so hard, to be honest, but he did.
I'm glad he did.
I bet you are. Here we're getting a little up, bird's eye view, straight into that jaw. And it was Kelly Fisher who stole the point right at the end, and this is the league table. There you are, Kelly.
Oh,
Page 1.
top 8. Oh, God. Oh, dear. Never anticipated that after day 2, but there's a long way to go. Just keep plodding along, Carl.
You've got all the experience in the world. You've played 5 matches, won 3. So you're in a good spot, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, it's like I said, new day tomorrow. Hopefully it can keep rolling, but that match against Shane was so important for me. He's at 5-0, I think, and you know, it was so important for me, that match. 4-1 up too.
It was, but you've bounced back and you've got the win, so
absolutely.
it could have been worse, couldn't it?
Do you want to be my mentor? Like,
well, it could be worse. It could be Max. Could have just missed a 6.
Well, true. Poor Max has really had a nightmare of a tournament. Bless him.
Yeah, he has. It's not been the best of 2 days for Max, but he's just got to go out there and just let his back arm go now, and you just never know, do you, if you can get on a bit of a run.
That's right. He's played 6, and so there's still 9 to go. Can be turned around, that's for sure.
So Albin's made a couple of balls there, but he's going to have to put a long 1 ball if he's going to have a break and run to his name. Over on table 2 now, Oliver Szolnocki's 2-0 up on Naoki. Szolnocki's not quite been at the races either on the opening 2 days of the Predator Premier League pool.
He started off like a train, winning his first 2 matches, and then the wheels fell off a little bit.
Yeah, I said that before with Phil, actually. I said he won his opening 2 matches. Things were looking good, and then it's just been a bit of a mare since. Good shot there from Albin, though.
I love that phrase, a bit of a mare. It really does explain, doesn't it?
Proper northern, that, isn't it? A proper mare.
It is.
Wonder what the worldwide viewers are thinking when I say that.
I know, what is he talking about? For anybody that doesn't know, it's short for a nightmare.
Yeah, I'm too lazy to say nightmare, so you just say he's having a mare. Szolnocki wins that rack, so he's 3-0 up now.
believe Oi's in a good spot, so this is important for Shinaki.
Yeah, he's motoring along nicely.
He's very quiet for Oi, isn't he, this tournament? We're yet to see the explosion, maybe.
Yeah, I think, well, you know better than anyone, you're playing. In fact, what's it like out there playing lots of matches in this big group format? Try and give some of the amateur pool players out there a bit of an insight in what's going on.
Well, I mean, it's, to be honest with you, it's best format, in my opinion. You know, I said this yesterday, you've got 16 players, all having to play each other, and whoever performs the most consistent comes out on top. There's no lucky draw, there's none of that to take into the equation. So, but actually going out there, first match I felt a little bit, you know, getting used to acclimatising to the conditions and the arena and everything. But once you get settled in, it's really easy to focus. The setup's great, and the two-table setup, there's no distraction really, to be honest. So yeah, I'm feeling comfortable out there now, and I think most players must be. And the great thing with this is every day you play multiple matches, so you can afford to have a bad match, you can afford to have a bad day. You have to be obviously careful as we get closer, further down the tournament. But yeah, I think it's a great format.
It is a great format, and Albin Ouschan steals the third rack. He's trailing 2 racks to 1. We'll be back after this short little break.
Rack 4. Eklent
World
Kaci
10-ball
break,
champion.
leading by 2 racks to 1.
Eklent Kaci. He's going to get this 4th rack underway. It's a European battle, this matchup. 2 Mosconi Cup buddies. He's playing Albin Ouschan, the world #1. The best pool player in the world at this moment in time. And that is a useful break.
Overall, table 1 does seem to be breaking quite nice, quite consistent. And my last match on table 2 there was breaking really well also.
Yeah, actually, it's a good point you've made there, because you look like you're breaking well, actually.
Yeah, I've been
in the gym, haven't you?
working
Doing the
on it
old
a little
bicep
bit,
curls.
yeah. Working on it a little bit, yep.
This is just a case of easy cue ball control from Eklent. Coming back down for this 4 ball. It's a little close to the rail. How does he get back up for the 5?
Yeah, he won't be happy with that. Very steady is Kaci. I heard that he used to be quite a slow player. Now he's still quite a steady, slow player if there's no shot clock, and I wonder if the shot clock suits him or not. It's a nice shot.
Yeah, Kaci used to play really slow. Like, there'd be times where it looked like your TV had paused, and he has sped up his game a little bit, but still not one of the quickest players around. I think he just takes that bit of time on making sure he's going to pot that ball.
Well, he's got a little bit overran the cue ball a little bit there for the 6. You know, thin clip up the rail. Can't see him having a problem with this, but he could have certainly left it easier for himself, especially to get good shape onto the 7.
Wonderful pot, went in as clean as a whistle. Does the 7 past the 9? It doesn't. You can see with the overhead camera there, so he's going to need a good pot here if he's going to pot this ball. Maybe playing safe. Oliver Sholnocki there on table 2. He's motoring along. Real nice there. This 9 ball will get Oliver on the hill. Kaci's played a nice safety shot there, hasn't he?
Nice shot.
Oliver Sholnocki.
Extension.
So Albin's going to kick off the bottom rail. Well, he was going to kick off the bottom rail, Kelly.
I know, I was just going to say, or is he?
Is he playing a jump bank?
I guess so. I guess he will.
Yeah, it's hard to see what else he's really lining up. There's no jump safety there. You can only think, unless he's trying to cut it in the bottom left, but you would think the jump bank, he's got more percentage chance of that.
Ooh.
And he drew the cue ball back a little bit and all. He needs this 7 to keep rolling, and it won't be the worst of leaves.
Similar shot here for Kaci as he played on his last shot. This time he can let the cue ball go, because wherever he lands he will have a shot at the 8 as it goes clean into the top pocket. But is he playing the bank? I think so. Oh. Yeah, probably the right shot there.
Yeah, good touch there. They're not as easy as they first look, are they? You can easily butcher them.
That's right. At first glance from here, I really thought he was going to be going for the bank there. But no, that's definitely the right shot. Albin's very good with the jump cue.
Well, well, well. That is one of the greatest rolls you're going to see in this event. It's not as important for Albin because he's flying up near the top of the table, but Kaci's got everything in. Come on, pal, leave it out. Look at this.
Foul shot. Bow in hand.
It's a funny old game, the game of 9 ball.
Start the clock, please.
When you need that little bit of luck, it never seems to come.
We're looking at going 2-2 here. I think this is going to go an all-the-way match. I really do. I've got that feeling. Fully so. Now, if I just
Back five.
race to 5, you know, just
Albin
need to
Ouschan to break.
capitalise on my
Direct
chances
each.
and eliminate them mistakes, really. I'd be very happy with a 2-2 tomorrow.
Yeah, I think you'd take that.
I'd take that, absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And it's 2-2 here on table number 1. Alvin broke.
I'm just going to say, and take 2 tomorrow. We'll be having this conversation, and I might be crying over this microphone, or I might be full of joy, one or the other.
Doesn't look like Alvin can cut this one ball in the corner. No bank shot. Albin's one of the best safety players in the game, without a doubt. He has a real nice touch on the pool table. His speed control is always there. Is he trying to spin this in behind the 9? Just hitting above the middle with right hand English.
10 seconds.
That's what he's trying. Needs a little bit more spin on it. Didn't quite get enough on the cue ball. But he knew he was getting a safe 1 ball. This looks tricky at first glance.
10 seconds.
Extension.
Extension.
Yeah, which way would you play it there, Carl? Are you going to put the 1 over on the left side? And just, then you could potentially leave a bank. It's not an easy safe here, is there?
I was hoping you were going to tell me, to be honest.
Threw it in your corner there. Let's see what he does.
He's trying to get the cue ball over there, which is fair enough. Oh, that's beautiful. Really is a good safety shot.
I called half of it.
Yeah, it was a good safety shot. Oliver Nokia has got these remaining balls to win what would be an important match.
Yeah, he seems to have played solid at this match. Always made a few mistakes that I've seen.
Extension. Go.
Miscue on a jump. A couple of couple of mistakes, couple of misses. But he certainly took advantage of that. And it's a convincing win for him. 2 balls to do it.
Albin's trying to jump safe there. It's not come out too bad.
10 seconds.
Well, it's perfect on the 9 to take this win. Oliver will be very happy to get this one under his belt.
Yeah, that just steadies the ship a little bit, that win. Of course, Nukio is doing okay as well, so cue ball's close to the off here,
Caution.
and it's gone.
Bow in hand.
Ball in hand for Albin Ouschan.
Start the clock, please.
Kaci would have thought that was going to come off this other side rail, but the slide of the table has caught him out.
Yeah, I've seen numerous, I've done it, numerous safeties or kicks even, where missing the ball completely, you know, just a slide. It's just a little tricky to judge. I'm sure over the next coming days it'll get more worn in and we'll see less of it.
So I'm guessing with all these ladies events that's going to be going on on the WPBA tour, Albin's sister will be playing.
Yes, yeah, Jasmine's actually, she went over to America, played in the last event in Wisconsin, the Predator Open. And then she's missed it, you know. She were telling me that she'd been too busy dancing.
Yeah, I was going to say, is she getting into professional dancing now?
She's been too busy dancing, but however much she enjoyed that, she's really missed playing. So, yeah, she's coming back over to America and playing in all them events that we talked about yesterday. So, it's great. A lot of the girls will be looking forward to having a full schedule again.
So the scratch from Kaci gave Albin ball in hand, and he just sneaks in front 3 racks to 2. Pool players have got a busy year ahead.
Numerous events, not only in the UK,
Rack 6.
America, all across the world.
Eklent Kaci break. Trading back to racks 3.
Yeah, it's a good time to be a pool player, that's for sure. Years gone by, they've lacked not just tournaments, but quality tournaments that are on TV. Good solid break there from Kaci. Now he does have a shot at the 1, but they're always a little bit tricky, these, aren't they?
Yeah, you tend to, with that cue ball close to the rail, and you've got to come back across, you just really got to make sure you don't hit them fat. I always find that I hit them fat if I miss.
Yeah, when I used to play, I used to butcher this shot right up on us. That was awful at it.
It's as though you push across because you know where the cue ball's going, but you've really got to focus on, you know, just pushing that cue through straight.
Shane's very good at this type of shot. Puts a lot of these thin ones into blind pockets. Kaci's not bad at them either.
Centre of the pocket. It was guaranteed shape on the 2, so that's one good thing. It's always more difficult when you're trying to do something with the cue ball on top of that thin cut. Then it really becomes a lot more difficult.
That looks pretty good as well. He's got a nice little angle. He can just pop the cue ball over to the left, play the pink 4 in the same pocket where he's about to pop this red 3. 8 balls sat on the left side of the table near the 9. 6 balls up the top left, perfect to get on the 8. So this is just dream stuff. Looks a little bit tired there, does Albin? I think that move has took it out of him. Maybe too much popcorn.
I don't know what movie he went to watch, but maybe he got, you know, excited at the movie, used a bit some of that energy for...
Yeah, I'm trying to think what type of movie Albin Ouschan would go and watch. Maybe it was a dancing movie, because he's been watching Yasmin. Dirty Dancing or something.
God, we'll have to tell him that. I'm not sure what he'd reply to that. Maybe we won't say it on here.
Spinning the cue ball forward off 2 rails. And that is absolutely perfect. This is to tie the match up. It's 3-3 between the 2 European Mosconi Cup stars. We'll be back in a moment. Welcome back, pool fans. This is your updated league table. Kelly Fisher, you've moved up a spot. You're now in 7th.
Hey, and I've just been sat here. That's brilliant.
Yeah, you're moving up the table, just sat commentating.
I'll stay in if that happens.
Up to 7th place. Getting excited in the comms box here. Didn't even look at the top of the table then, just sing your name.
That must have been the last result of Oi and Oliver, I think.
Well, look at this. The balls are vanishing. Oh, well, look at this. If you ever need a break to get on the hill and a split, this is the split. Have you ever seen an easier layout in your life to get on the hill?
I know, right? Pop, 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 pop. That's it.
I mean, you couldn't put them easier if you tried.
To land on that too like that as well. Kaci will be shaking his head a little bit, I think.
This is probably going to be the quickest rack of the tournament, obviously apart from a golden break. Probably the easiest rack of the tournament as well. Well, every ball was just sat perfect just to play a little game of stop shot pool. For one, he would love a split like Albin's just got.
Rack 8. Eklent Kaci to break, trailing by 3 racks to 4.
Well, do you believe it? A 7-ball rattled in the jaws and stayed over the pocket, and he's had a dry break after Albin's break there. You just can't write it. You just can't predict, can you, with this game?
No, it's incredible.
It really is. Same rack, same balls. Good solid break. Not a clear, easy shot here for Albin. Can't see if it goes past the 3. With it, the 3 ball's an awkward ball anyway, so I'm thinking he's going to play a good save here.
He's had the pool gods against him in this match, Eklent. If you remember early on, when Albin was hooked and he played that jump shot and it come round and snookered Kaci back, and then obviously Albin's just had that real easy layout, and he's only won 1 match as Kaci. He's 1 win from 4. So this, you know, he's getting to. I know he's still only played a third of his games, but it's going to get more difficult, isn't it, when you're chasing that win?
Oh, beautiful shot, and got the 3 out. Wow, what a shot. Never even saw that.
Yeah, it was a beautiful shot, wasn't it? Playing it with right and spin to go around the angles.
I must admit, it looked a thinner pot on the 1 to me on the TV here than it actually was. But yeah, he couldn't have played it any better. Yeah, back to what you were saying, Carl. Yeah, Kaci needs to definitely get some more wins under his belt. Like you say, as it goes further deeper into the tournament, you know, it's gonna be harder. We're going to have some players that race ahead, I think, and then some players that will be fighting it out right down to the last day.
Even this has turned out nice for Albin. Everything's going along nicely for the world number 1. Comes off a couple of rails and just nicely bumps into the 9 ball. Now he can get rid of this 7 ball.
When it's going against you, that 9 ball bump is the opposite side and you're hooked behind it. But he did play a great shot, of course. But yeah, couldn't have placed it any better.
So he plays the combo real slow, so the 5 stays over the pocket. All he needs to do now really is just make sure he doesn't land straight on the 6. Any angle. And he's wrapped this match up. Kaci's not going to be feeling great sat there. He's not really done much wrong in this match, has he? The pool gods have been against him. He's just going to laugh it off and just go again, which he will do. See how Albin's come out in the middle of the table to make sure he's guaranteed that nice angle. That means when he just pots this ball, you don't have to worry about the cue ball. It's going to just come naturally over towards the 8. Ended up running a little bit further than he wanted. He didn't want to be that close to the side, obviously. And that's that. In the end, it was a good run out, Kelly.
Yeah, absolutely. Perfect cue ball, more or less, all the way now.
That 9 ball seals the deal.